The governing NPP and the opposition NDC say they are fully committed to disbanding political party militias in all forms. Now, the two parties, at the behest of the National Peace Council, met on Tuesday in response to President Kuffour's call for them to meet on the menace which has gained national attention. After an hour's meeting, Peace Council member Susubribi SKB Asante, who is also the paramount chief of Asokore Mampong in the Ashanti region, indicated the willingness of the parties to cooperate with the security agencies to eradicate the menace.
After an open and exhaustive deliberation, the parties agreed that vigilantism is inimical to Ghana's democratic system and must be eradicated. With respect to the immediate focus of the mediation or dialogue, the NDC is of the view that it should be the eradication of political vigilantism in all its ramifications, while the NPP is of the opinion that the focus should be political party vigilantism in all its ramifications. Significantly, though, both parties agree to engage in deliberations aimed at 1. Disbanding vigilante groups operating within political parties or for political purposes. 2. Prohibit the ownership, hiring, or utilization of such groups by the political parties or members thereof. And 3, cooperating with state agencies and stakeholders in the total eradication of such groups or incidents of vigilantism in the country. It should be noted that the two parties are also committed to exploring other processes in relation to the elimination of vigilantism.
The parties will meet again in the coming weeks to consider various proposals for adoption. But Chairman of the NPP, Freddie Kuffour, says his side is ready to disband the groups within its ranks. This is what he told JoyNews.
We appended our signatures to the documents. It shows that we are fully committed. We can speak for our party, NPP, very much committed to this, and therefore we will do everything possible to ensure that there is no violence in our politics, intimidation in our politics, and more so concerning the two parties. I think there is evidence of goodwill on both sides. Hopefully, that will see to the end of vigilantism in the country.
My final question would be, once you do this, there's a bill likely to go to Parliament this week. How do you deal with the two? There's a bill, there's ongoing talks.
We are dealing with, between the two parties, that's what we are doing. The bill that will come to the, as you yourself have indicated, before Parliament, I think parliamentarians will deal with it. And whatever it's necessary to add to what we have done, or to support what we have done, or for us to also, in one way or the other, to ensure that the vigilantism and intimidation and violence within the landscape of politics will end.
Now, the NDC National Chairman, Samuel Owusu, however, wants the exercise extended to the national security setup. For him, the background of persons recruited into the setup should be investigated.
Very good. We're cordial, the environment was good, and we believe that going forward we'll be able to come out with pragmatic solutions in addressing this issue of vigilantism. We know we are talking about beyond political parties, because even within the security agencies today now, vigilantism is being entrenched in the national security agencies, and that is why we believe that we should not restrict it only to the political parties, otherwise we'll miss the point. And there are other groupings that are also operating outside the political parties whose activities still impinge on our political democratic process.
Now, the opposition NDC is challenging the governing NPP to deal with the challenges of the Ghanaian economy, as raised during last week's Coalition for Restoration public lecture, rather than engaging in politics of insults and propaganda. According to the party, a huge chunk of the funds borrowed by government is used to pay wages, compensations, and other consumption line items, leaving the economy on its knees. At a press conference in Accra, the NDC said government will do itself some good if it focused on the real issues raised at the public lecture, which have made the Ghanaian cedi the worst performing currency in Africa. Sami Jemfi is communications director of the party.
What is the net effect of all the macroeconomic indicators and the figures they are throwing about? Today, according to JoyNews, a very reputable media organization, which went to the markets and conducted a market survey. I hold in my hand the market survey report by JoyNews. This is not coming from the National Democratic Congress. And we want our brothers in the NPP and Dr. Bawumia to look at this so that they can know the true state of the Ghanaian economy and the true state of the Ghanaian. According to JoyNews, a bucket of tomatoes, which was going for 20 Ghana cedis in January 2017. January 2017, oh, this one, they didn't even go to 2016. January 2017 is now going for 40 Ghana cedis. This is JoyNews and not the NDC. And here we are talking about a percentage increment of 100%. Especially at the time that our brothers in the NPP are boasting about their Planting for Food and Job, program. Today, according to JoyNews, one Oloka of Gare, which was going for 6 Ghana cedis as at January 2017, is going for 10 Ghana cedis today. Today, a bag of onion, according to JoyNews, which was going for 120 Ghana cedis in Accra as of January 2017, is now going for 180 Ghana cedis. Just onion. Kobe, the small size, which was going for 4 cedis, 50 pesos as of January 2017, is now going for 7 Ghana cedis. Today, tuna, large size, which was going for 40 Ghana cedis, is now going for 58 Ghana cedis.
Now, a child delivery center is near completion at Mango Chidduck, a village where the chief doubles as the midwife and does deliveries on the bare floor. Construction of the center, which can also be used as a clinic for the village, started after a JoyNews hotline documentary, Left Behind. Now, the documentary highlighted the plight of pregnant women in the village, which, with financial support from a WhatsApp group called Padis, a lecturer at the Ho Technical University, Dr. Divine Noviecho, is confident that this center will soon be completed and handed over to the community. Gifty Ando Apea put together this report.
It's a Saturday morning here at Mango Chidduck, a moment of togetherness for the women here. I've come to follow up on progress of work ongoing on a child delivery center. Happy Bill is 25 years and one of a couple of pregnant women at the moment. She's expecting her 3rd child. She is considered the luckiest, as all the women here want to be the first to have a child at the delivery center. This is the center. The construction began after a JoyNews documentary, Left Behind, highlighted how women in labor are delivered on the bare floor and sometimes on the floor of a bathroom. The phenomenon is about to end because of a lecturer at the Ho Technical University, Dr. Divine Novieto, who was moved by the story.
I got to this particular project through a documentary that I watched on JoyNews. So we started with a few appeals to friends and realized that they were interested in it. Now we are getting to the roof level. After the roof level, we'll do the finishings. and then hand it over to the community. The next phase is for us to roof it and then do the finishings. Here we are going to do some tiling in and then do the doors and then the windows. So yes, there are some other items some processes to carry out before we complete the project. But I don't think it's unsurmountable. The structure will bring a lot of things. So first, self-help spree that has been reinvigorated. Secondly, the structure to help, and then thirdly, because the support staff may probably come for the chief so that he can also know that when he is no more or he cannot practice, somebody else is there.
Part of those he reached out to is a group of professional friends on a WhatsApp group called the Paddies. They have been the financiers so far.
It started as a WhatsApp social media group. We decided to take it beyond fun and touch lives and society. And when we saw the story, we were really touched. The executives discussed, realized that it was something we want to support. We sold it to the group, and the group bought into it. Paddies cannot do this all alone. Even though we are committed to contribute more, we expect all the other stakeholders, the assembly and the regional health directorate, we expect the MP and all the opinion leaders around the area to come to support. This is not only their problem. As we sit here now, they have water issues, sanitation, place of convenience, school, there are a lot. But we have decided to tackle this for a start. We invite all other people to come and help this community.
As part of their intervention, the Paddies group is meeting with the people to ascertain other concerns they may have of their village.
I've always been worried about the way I do the deliveries without the requisite material and the proper facility. So I wanted to progress quickly. I'm pleased with the work done so far. It is my desire that they will finish this project in time.
Residents here at Mango Chidduck are waiting with bated breath for the completion of this delivery center. The center will have a delivery room, a recovery room, bathrooms, and an office for the health professional who will be stationed here. The Agotime District Assembly had promised to support with some building material. It takes a while to come through, I'm told. But going forward, this delivery center is just a couple of weeks from completion, with the necessary provisions when delivered on time. The women here are elated.
I am sure I'll be delivering there. I am happy, and we thank them that they came to build a clinic for us. We don't have to travel long distance to the clinic, so we are happy they are working for us.
Togwe delivered all my 8 children. We are very happy now because we usually have complications delivering without a clinic. I want to see the completion of this project so that those who are yet to deliver can do so. I'm planning to have more children myself.
I'll just say that may God bless them and protect them and get a lot of money for building our destiny for us, our hospital for us.
Okay. I'm very grateful for them that they are helping us.
There just might be the need to increase family planning awareness here, a problem which can be solved once the building is completed and a health professional stationed here. Happy Go is one of the women who tells me 3 children at 25 is simply not enough.
After this baby, I may wait a bit, but there's one more to go. I wanted to end at 3, but people say 3 is not enough. So I want to add another one.
I leave the village, putting myself in the shoes of the women I've met here, and just how much a new delivery center will mean for not just them, but the other women in neighboring villages here.
We're almost at the finishing point, but there is still much more help needed to complete this work. The people who are supporting this project say they're expecting the support from the rest of Ghanaians. Gifty Andopia, JoyNews, Mango Chidduck, Volta Region.
Mango Chidduck, where 3 children is not a quorum. Well, JoyNews once again gets results. Now let's talk about something else entirely. Charcoal is a prime source of energy in most African countries and a driving force for many economies. Research has over the years revealed that the production and use of charcoal from the bulk of Ghana's energy supply forms the bulk of Ghana's energy supply, with the product contributing more than 60% to the energy sector. Savannah region correspondent Isaac Nonja has been exploring the impact on livelihoods and the sustainability of the value chain in this report.
Charcoal is a prime source of energy in most African homes for domestic purposes. Research has over the years revealed that the production and use of charcoal form a chunk of Ghana's energy supply, with the product contributing more than 60% to the energy sector. The Savannah ecozone, particularly the Savannah region, is very fragile and rapidly losing its vegetative cover and other resources as a result of excessive charcoal production, unregulated grazing, uncontrolled logging, and bush burning, among others. This is also evident in the role played by some primary advocacy players. Afriyie Ghana is a Damago-based non-governmental organization that collaborated with the King of Gonjola, Yabunura Sulemana Tutumba Borosa II, to campaign against the excessive production of charcoal in the entire Savannah region. While calling for greening the charcoal value chain in West Gonja district, the project manager of Afriyie Ghana, Godwin Avanyon Jakoto, also agrees with proposals for proper regulation of the sector rather than outright ban.
Scale, and charcoal is very important to the energy needs of the people in the landscape, and also as a livelihood option. It's already very key into providing some incomes to families. But the unsustainable way of charcoal production in the landscape has caused some environmental degradations, which has caused resulted in water shortages out of losing our water bodies and also our farmlands, soil fertility, and so on. So we thought that why don't we think around it and see how best to make charcoal production very sustainable. So we are currently engaging all the stakeholders that are relevant in the charcoal sector, talking about the district assembly, the chiefs who are the custodians of the land, the charcoal producers themselves, the institutions and the regulatory agencies like the EPA and the Forestry Commission, police service, and other stakeholders, the community themselves and the charcoal association, to see how best to make the charcoal sustainable. Because currently, as I said earlier, the chiefs are taking revenue, assembly is taking revenue, committees are taking revenue, so everybody seems to be doing things differently. Why can't we come together and ensure that we do it and have a very regulated charcoal sector or commodity?
Despite the negative impact of charcoal production, its contribution to livelihood and the energy sector in general cannot be underestimated. Charcoal producer Malam Zakaria and merchant Eric Kwame explained that though the sector is economically viable, it comes with some challenges.
1980, and I'm sure I will be Juma ever permanent. They say, and no one made the Shamma school. I face so, made the and also at me, dear Pepper be a meda. The Siano, a bidino, I how can papa a woman the Mayans say, taxon, I buy a said, and how I bought so and I. Ye try a him for 4. Ye will keep a friend, you go paper. A paper and a forestry, a woho, and this assembly dear, a woho, and sana a handful for na yet is almost accessory, almost so dear no at yetria, and sana police a more quamu, almost a tria, ultra bupea, a quantity by how I walk on just a ma, say no could do what, dear also want to be your bear 4 years back at the end of the man in a year, Oka with me a big share if ye. But as a more taxes and any money, maybe she has a ban One of the chiefs in Damago who is very critical on charcoal production in the region is Bonya.
Fascinating stuff. Now, that's where we're going to draw the curtain on our headlines for this morning. But of course, it just means that coming up next are the newspaper headlines with Mama V. That's right after I bring you a quick update on traffic across the city.